There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
All right, guys. Today we got another sovereign clown in court. This time it's a woman who's here for violating her probation because of drug use. And instead of using common sense and getting a public defender, like any reasonable person would, she decided she's going to be a genius and represent herself. Yeah, you can already guess how that's about to turn out. Personally, I don't even think she's a true sovereign citizen. I think she just grabbed the script and decided to run with it. But let me know what you think. Is she actually buying into the nonsense she's saying, or is she just parroting the playbook? And of course, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Your Honor, this comes before the court today on a probation violation hearing. And it's the intent of the defendant at this time to stipulate. And I do believe there's a agreed sentence, as you would say in this case.
All right. Ms. Clark, you've heard the announcement of your attorney. Is that what you want to do? Admit to the violations?
No, actually, I'm going to make a motion for my attorney to withdraw. I got this myself.
Oh, okay. What's the reason for that?
I just want to represent myself.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody give her a waiver of attorney form. Okay. It's muted for some reason. All right. Well, I've already gone over these rights with you, so you should understand them, but you have the right to hire your own attorney. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I've already appointed one, you qualified. You do have the right to represent yourself as well, and that's what you want to do today?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you want to waive your right to an attorney, when we do this, you have to follow the rules of procedure and evidence, just as if you're an attorney. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything or threatened with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
All right. Looks like you've already signed it and sent it in here. Did you understand this form you signed?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your waiver and allow you to represent yourself. All right. Are you wanting to stipulate to the violations, or do you want to contest the hearing?
I'm going to contest it.
All right. Mr. Hollis here.
Yes, Judge, I can grab them real quick.
Okay. Okay, state has the burden. Any opening statement, Mr. Marcinski?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, any opening statement?
No.
Well, there goes her chance of having any sort of real shot at defending herself here. I'm honestly shocked this clown hasn't started spitting out one of those ridiculous sovereign citizen scripts yet. You know, the ones where they claim the court has no jurisdiction or that there's some kind of living being beyond the law. Honestly, I'm kind of relieved she didn't, because at least we're spared from that circus. But here's the reality. An opening statement is huge when you're representing yourself. It's basically your one chance to set the tone, show the judge your side, and prove you're not completely out of your mind. Skipping it or botching it is basically admitting, yeah, I got nothing. If you're going to defend yourself, at least say something. Let me know what you guys think. Let's dive back in.
All right. State may call this first witness.
Thank you, sir. The state would call Court Service Officer Christopher Hollis. Sir, will you please state your name for the record?
Chris Hollis. I'm a court services officer.
In that job occupation, were you assigned the supervision of a Miss Ashley Clark? That supervision being for an endangering a child underlying 12-month sentence?
That is correct.
On May 18th of this year, 2023, did you test Miss Clark for the presence of drugs?
Yes,
And what was the result of that UA sample from Ms. Clark?
it was positive for methamphetamine.
So her
stating that
UA
she-
was positive for methamphetamines, and she also, in response to that positive UA test, signed in a statement of admission of using methamphetamines.
That's correct.
Did you order her to report on June 2nd, 2023?
I did.
And did she appear on that day?
She did not.
Has she appeared or reported to you since that time?
No.
Sometime after May 24th of 2023, were you advised by local authorities of her being arrested for a new crime?
Yes, and I did. I received that, and apparently she has new charges.
To your knowledge or to the notes, did Ms. Clark ever report that negative law enforcement contact with your office?
No, she did not.
That will be my questions for Mr. Hollis at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, do you have any questions for Mr. Hollis?
No,
All right, do you have any further evidence or witnesses, Mr. Marcinski?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I do not.
All right, Ms. Clark, you have time to, now it's your turn to present any evidence if you want to. Do you wish to present any evidence?
right now I see no evidence. This has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction.
If you want to present any evidence, do you want to present any evidence?
Does anyone else kind of feel bad for this girl? I mean, she's a criminal and definitely not the greatest person, but watching her get embarrassed like this in public is honestly painful. I'm actually cringing for her right now. Then again, part of me really doesn't feel sorry because all she had to do was get a lawyer. The guy was literally sitting right next to her, and she just waved him off. I don't get why these sovereign citizens think this way. Like, why even choose this path? It makes zero sense. Her lawyer was free, and he actually looked like he was ready to help, sipping his coffee, relaxed, just waiting. But nope, she tossed him aside. I really don't get it. Let me know, do you feel any sympathy for her, or do you think she's getting exactly what she deserves? Let's jump back in, because the hammer's about to drop.
No? Okay. Well then, closing argument, Mr. Marcinski?
Your Honor, at this time, the state believes it is shown by a preponderance of the evidence that Ms. Clark is in violation of her probation and conditions of probation imposed by the court therein. The state's going to ask that you find that she is in violation of that probation. The state would point out that this is a misdemeanor probation for endangering a child. Therefore, Ms. Clark is entitled to no graduated sanctions, intermediate sanctions, or other relief set forth by the legislature on felony probations. Due to the litany of violations, the continued drug use, the failure to follow through with her treatment requirements, the state believes that she's shown that she's not amenable to probation and would recommend the court revoke and remand her to serve her underlying sentence.
All right, Ms. Clark, closing argument?
There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Okay. It'll be the order and judgment of this court. Well, first of all, I'll make my findings. The state's shown by preponderance of the evidence that you violated probation in this case using methamphetamine around the 18th, as evidenced by the 18th of May this year, as evidenced by the positive UA and the admission. Also find that you failed to report in violation of probation as alleged. That would be the June 2nd, 2023 date. You failed to successfully complete outpatient treatment at Summer Mental Health as ordered by the court, so I find you violated probation there as well. You also failed to report law enforcement contact within the business day in violation of the orders of probation. You have violated it does in a very substantial way. I will go ahead. It appears as if probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
$1,200 for every single minute this sovereign citizen spends in jail? Really? This clown actually believes she deserves freedom after putting her child at risk, staying hooked on drugs, and proving herself to be a terrible parent. Come on. She's already blown her probation, and now she's trying to argue that she should get paid for being locked up? The level of delusion here is off the charts. I take back anything I said earlier about feeling sympathy for her, even considering it was a stretch. When you break probation and endanger a child, jail is the absolute minimum you should be worried about. She 100% deserves to be behind bars. Honestly, I think the judge should have slapped her with contempt too after that snarky little comment before her arrest. It wasn't a direct threat, but it was nasty and disrespectful, and saying that to a judge is never okay. These sovereign citizens really believe that just because they reject the court's authority, they somehow get to demand cash payouts for their jail time. Total fantasy. The truth is simple. She broke probation, she endangered her child, and now she's facing the fallout. There's no paycheck for bad behavior. She's not some freedom fighter being wronged. She's just a criminal getting the sentence she earned. The whole pay me to be in jail thing is just another example of them inventing rules out of thin air. All right, guys, now that we've watched this circus unfold, I want to hear from you. Do you think she has any chance of getting out of this, or is she completely done for? And be real. Do you honestly think she's getting that $1,200 per minute? No way. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this. Appreciate you all. Take care.